This week on Starting Line.
Studies are saying that kids now of all kinds of screens, whether it's TV or iPad, are reporting up to 11 hours a day that they're on a screen.
Everyone seems to have one, including students. This week we find out why Representative Linda Runbcek sponsors a proposal that would require school boards to adopt student mobile device use policies. Most of us have a smartphone or tablet. Many of us probably spend too much time using them. While some may not see this as a bad thing, others worry that too much screen time could have a negative effect, especially on children and students. Representative Linda Runbcek sponsors a proposal that aims to pull back the high usage of mobile devices a bit by requiring school boards to adopt a policy on student use of mobile devices during regular school hours.
House File 712 would require that the Department of Education actually have a model bill regarding social media, the use of it certainly, but also some of the pros and cons, the downsides that offer parents a bit more understanding in terms of what can happen if their kids become addicted, to social media.
When I was in school, there wasn't cell phones, tablets, or anything like that available. How big of a distraction is it nowadays? How big of a distraction are these devices becoming in schools?
I think I'm doing some surveying of school districts and finding that the way that schools are managing the whole thing of social media varies greatly. Some of them report that parents are some of the problem, because they want to be able to be in touch with their kids at any time. Well, they've kind of forgotten that, hey, they can just call the school office and they'll pull your kid out if you really need to talk to them. So I think we're still at a stage where there's not as much appreciation for some of the harm that can happen if a kid gets addicted. I want schools to have a policy that they have adopted, at the school board level. And that would really mean, too, that they are sharing that policy with the parents. So you've got sort of two levels of education going on as a result. But certainly in certain classrooms, this is going to be a device that they use. And screen time of all kinds, is part of learning right now, whether it's the iPad or the Chromebook or something. So we have to accept that that's going to happen. But they need to realize that they're the people who have to manage it. I
had a teacher when I was in high school that said, "Chris, are you going to be able to walk around your whole life with a calculator in your pocket?" It turns out, yes, apparently we are. We have these devices now, and people have access to calculators and applications that can assist students. With this proposal, would they take those applications and devices away totally?
No. I think what we're trying to do is to say that there's a learning process here. There are good things, obviously great things in terms of educational benefit from social media and electronic devices. But there's also the other side of it, which is that if a kid becomes addicted and is on screen time, and the studies are saying that kids now of all kinds of screens, whether it's TV or iPad, are reporting up to 11 hours a day that they're on a screen. And so their brain, there is actually a chemical occurrence, in the brain that may impede their ability to sleep, may impede their productivity. There's a lot of concerns, and of course then there's the mental health side of it.
Your bill has been referred to the House Education Policy Committee. Do you expect to get a hearing?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. These days, with a lot of changes at the legislature, we don't know. But I do think it serves a purpose. I'm talking to people about it. I'm talking to my colleagues about it. I think, some of what we do in the legislature is to gauge the importance of an issue, that's sort of emerging. And I'm hopeful that there will be, even if it's for information only, that we will have a hearing so that we can get some experts here and maybe collectively learn, what's happening with our kids with these devices.
House File 712 has been referred to the House Education Policy Committee. As Representative Runbcek said, her bill may not get a hearing, but she hopes the proposal will start a conversation. So far, the House has introduced over 1,000 bills, and you can have a conversation about any of them, but you have to know what's in them first. You can find out more about any bill that's introduced in the legislature by visiting the House website, www.house.mn. Thanks for watching The Starting Line. We'll see you next time.